Hi, I'm Andrew Holt. You may know me from nowhere. I am a simple bass player, guitarist, singer, sax player, lyricist, musical composer. I do the lot, but I don't do it really well. I do it enough to get by. I've released about 460 tunes on all major platforms. However, that's not to say they're all being listened to at 100 miles an hour. They're not. So what I've come here to talk to you today about is your ability to get on there on Spotify and all the major platforms, releasing music, even if you're just a bedroom artist like myself and you're just starting out, or even if you've just got an idea in your head that you would like to expand on and put it into music. You can do it in a few ways. You can buy Audacity. It comes free. There's free ones like Audacity, GarageBand, Cakewalk by BandLab, and they'll get you started. They're all much the same. I use Logic Pro X myself now. I used to be on Logic Pro 9 for years, and it's done me really well. Okay, so what you want to do, it's hard to really say. Where do you start? Start at the beginning. First thing you need to do is set up yourself with Audacity, GarageBand, comes with iMac free, and get a little keyboard controller and something like an M Audio interface. That's pretty basic, like I've got. I've been using it for years, and that's all I do with it is plug the mic in and plug the guitar or the bass in, and away I go. And there are many tutorials on YouTube about how to utilize those things to make music, so get onto it. Okay, so now you're up and running. If you're a bedroom artist and you've got some ideas down, you've recorded them and even looked at YouTube for mixing and mastering them, you've got a few on your desktop that you don't know really what to do with, well, here's what you do. Release them. You can go to any of these sites like CD Baby, Songtrader, DistroKid, TuneCore, Reverb Nation, Landar, and SoundCloud. They've started releasing now too. I, myself personally, am on Songtrader only because I realized that they've got a really good monetization program that connects with YouTube, TikTok, American Network TV, Twitch, Business Overhead Radio, App Games and Platforms, and Big Sync Music. So these are all the major players. So if you can get your music onto there, you've got a good chance of being recognized at least. Now, as I said before, I've got about 460 tunes up released. I'm mediocre, okay? I don't put my music up there on the platform with the idea of becoming famous or anything like that. About 200 of them are lo-fi, chill beats, hip-hop a little bit of synthwave. But previous 17 years I was working on rock, pop, blues, jazz, voiceovers, even movie music, and some game apps that used my voice to introduce, such as the very popular Civilization 5 mods. You'll hear my voice on the beginning of many of those. I did that for free because I was wanting to get into the business of voiceovers, and it was a really good way. Okay, so that said, now, as I said, I've got about that many online for the last year and a half, so forth. I'm making about $30 a month on average from my streaming residuals that come back to me from them being released. That's not a lot, and I don't have a lot of followers, I don't have a lot of listeners, not a lot of people save my music, but it's getting better. And one thing I do want to say is that if you do have a really good song that you've been working on and you release it, you could make a lot of money very quickly. If it becomes viral, if it gets picked up by a radio station or a label. I have already been picked up by a label for one of my songs, which was a world music, ethno beat type thing, which I put together very quickly. Shh, don't tell them that. But they approached me and released my music along with 4 remixes, which were done by deep house artists. So you can find that on my Instagram and so forth. But just to let you know that all it takes is one song, really. You get it up there, get it released, don't lose heart, just keep going, keep going, keep going. You know, I've been plodding along like this for years, you know. I'm 63 now, soon to be 64 in May. I got 4 grandkids with one that's just been released. 5 total, 1 courtesy of my daughter, 4 courtesy of my son. So, you know, I'm no spring chicken, but I'm still plugging away, and I do hope this has become a little bit of a stepping stone for you in your knowledge to do something about what you've got sitting on your desktop. That's the main thing I wanted to get across, is that no matter what level you are, how many instruments you play, it doesn't matter. Okay, sometimes I'll sit there and I'll compose a song just using Apple loops out of Logic Pro X, and then just release it. You know, it sounds good, boom, do it. You know, I don't care if there's 100 other people with the same loop, but they never sound the same as my song because I've always got my signature to it. Sometimes I'll slow them down, sometimes I'll speed them up, sometimes I'll cut them up so that they're not so recognizable. But in the end, it's just a matter of a means towards the end. So, you know, just make music. Even if you don't play music, you can make music. I started about 17 years ago. I was watching some kid. This is about 13 years ago. When I got my first iMac. I was watching some kid in the music store doing stuff with loops. He was like 12. And he's making music. And I thought, heck, I could do that. So I bought myself a 27-inch iMac, and this basic setup that I've got now, this M-Audio Keyrig 49 and a M-Audio interface. And that's all I use, mainly. I've got M-Audio 5-inch speakers. Easy. You know, I've invested a bit in my guitars and lap steel and bass guitars, saxophones, but they're all basic. If it was a fire here tomorrow, I wouldn't be crying. Maybe a little. So, I hope I've been of some help. This is my first podcast, so be gentle. Be gentle with me. Okay. Great to have you along, and hit the subscribe button, as they say. Slap the button there. And I hope to make another one soon. Bye-bye. Merry Christmas.